Okay. All right, so today we are going to be talking about sentence fragments. Okay? And, okay?
Okay.
All right. And so I want to see what you remember when we talk about parts of a sentence. Okay? So, how many parts of a sentence are there?
What?
Oh, that's a great guess. There's actually two. Okay? So can you name one part of the sentence?
Subject.
A subject. Good job. And so what is a subject?
A subject explains what the sentence is about.
Yeah, so a subject is what the sentence is about. Good job. Go ahead and write that down for your definition. It tells who or what the sentence is about. Okay? Okay, so did you write down that definition?
Mm-hmm.
All right, awesome. Okay, so the next part, remember there's only two parts. So you have the subject, and can you think of the next part of the sentence? What's that called?
The parents?
Okay, that's not a bad guess. It's actually, let me switch you over a little bit. It's actually called predicate. Okay. And so, what is a predicate? Can you remember?
And it tells what the whole story is about.
Yeah, so it tells what happens in the sentence. Okay, and it tells what the subject is or does. Okay, so write all that down. It tells what happens in a sentence, and it tells what the subject is or does.
Okay.
Okay, so those are parts of a sentence. And let's talk about what an actual sentence is. Okay, so write down sentence. And so a sentence is a group of words that contain a complete thought or idea. So it's not just a thought or idea like sky or plant. It's a complete thought or idea. So the sky is very beautiful today. The sky is blue. The plants look very green today. thought or idea. Okay? So that is what a sentence is. It's a group of words that contains a complete thought or ideas, but it has to be complete. Okay?
We're anesthesiologists.
Okay, so all sentences have a subject and a predicate. Okay? So they always have a subject and a predicate. Okay? So part of a sentence, whether it's just a subject or just a predicate, which is a part of a sentence, right? Because those are parts of a sentence. Parts of a sentence or an incomplete sentence is called a sentence fragment. Okay? So let's write sentence. This is the next word. Sentence is spelled S-E-N-T-E. S-E-N-T-E-N-C-E. Alright, so that's sentence, and the next word is fragment, which is spelled F-R-A, well, F-R-A-G-M-E-N-T. Okay, so a sentence fragment is an incomplete sentence or a part of the sentence. Okay? Okay, so a sentence fragment cannot stand alone, so it can't be by itself. Okay? So let's listen to some examples of a sentence fragment. And I want you to tell me what's missing or what's wrong. Okay, so if I came up to you and said, drove to the store, what's wrong with that? What's missing? Is it a subject that's missing, a predicate that's missing, or is it just a group of words together? So what is that? Drove to the store. Is that the subject? Is that the predicate?
A predicate?
It's a predicate. Good job. Awesome. So drove to the store is a predicate. So what's missing?
I?
What's missing? Because it doesn't have to be I. What's missing? A subject or a predicate? What did you say the sentence was? What was that sentence? Let's do this again. Okay? You said that sentence was a what? Was that a predicate or a subject?
A predicate?
So that sentence is a predicate. So what is missing?
A predicate?
You just said that sentence was a predicate. So how is it missing a predicate if it's a predicate? That doesn't make sense. You said the sentence is, are you, think about it. Think about what I'm asking. Drove to the store. What is that? Is that a subject or a predicate?
A subject?
Read your definitions. When I say drove to the store, is that a subject or a predicate? Is it telling what a sentence is about? Or is it telling what happens in a sentence?
What happens in a sentence?
So what is that called?
A predicate.
A predicate. So that sentence is a predicate. So what is missing? A subject or a predicate from that sentence? What does the sentence have? You wrote this down, right? What does the sentence have?
A subject and a predicate.
So if you already have a predicate, what is missing from that sentence? Drove to the store. A subject or a predicate. What is missing? What is not there? A subject or a predicate. Get two answers.
A predicate.
Okay, so we're not understanding. So let's that sentence. Drove to the store. Write it down. Okay, let's do it like this. Actually, we'll do it like this. We need visuals. Let's make a mess out of me. Alright, so why don't you come and sit right over here with me?
Okay.
And you can bring your paper. Alright, so today we are talking about sentences. Okay? Which we've done this before, we just gotta go over it again. And so how many parts of the sentence are there?
2.
2. So there's 2 parts. One part of the sentence is called what?
A subject.
And the other part of the sentence is called what?
A predicate.
Okay?
Okay.
And what is a sentence? I'll write it down here. What is a sentence fragment?
It's
does that mean?
That means,
Let's break it down. A sentence fragment means that it only has a subject or only has a predicate. It doesn't have both of them together. Okay?
okay.
So a sentence fragment only has one, whether that's a subject or a predicate. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so let's lower just the visual. So let's write down, this is a sentence fragment. Okay? Look at this. It says, drove to the store. So we already know that this is a sentence fragment. Okay?
Okay.
Why is it a sentence fragment?
Because it's an incomplete sentence.
And what makes it incomplete?
It doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound complete, right? It doesn't sound like a complete, because we know a sentence is a complete thought or idea. It doesn't sound complete. Okay? So that means that drove to the store is either a subject or a predicate, or it's just random words. Okay? So what is it? Is this a subject or a predicate or random words? Let's just say, is it a subject or a predicate?
A subject.
So what does a subject do?
It tells who or what the sentence is about.
Is there a who or what in the sentence? And usually, what is a who or what? What does that normally?
That means
What part of speech is that normally?
a noun.
A noun. So while we know that there is a noun in here, is that what is that what the sentence is about? Does it tell who or what the sentence is about?
Noun.
Okay. So then is this sentence drove to the store a subject or a predicate? What part of the sentence is it? It's a sentence fragment, which is an incomplete sentence. So you said that it wasn't a subject?
Yeah.
So is it a subject or a predicate?
A predicate.
And how can you tell that this is a predicate?
Because it tells what the person is doing.
And what part of speech is that called? If this is a noun, what part of speech is this called?
A verb.
A verb. Good job. Okay? So is this sentence, now let's say, drove to the store, is this sentence a subject or a predicate?
It's a predicate.
It's a predicate. So what is missing?
A verb.
A verb is missing from this sentence? What's the verb in this sentence?
Drove.
So how is a verb missing? You just told me that drove is the verb. So what is missing? Missing, meaning not there. A subject or a predicate? What is not there? Is it talking about, what is a subject?
It's who or what the sentence is about.
Does it have who or what the sentence is about? Is it talking about who? Is it like we said drove, right? What is drove?
A verb.
So usually the noun is doing the verb. Is there a noun doing the verb?
Noun.
Okay. So what is missing? A subject or a predicate? What is not here? A subject or a predicate?
Now I think it's a subject.
You think it's a subject? Okay. Well, let's have fun with this. Is there a noun in this sentence? Is there a noun in this sentence?
Noun.
There's no person, place, or thing.
The store.
Store. So we know that this is a noun. Is the store driving?
Noun.
Okay, so I just wanted to show that even though that store is a noun, it's not the subject. Who would be the subject? Give me a subject.
Maybe a C.
Huh?
Maybe
Give me more. Give me something. Give me a proper noun.
Okay. Mila.
Okay. Mila. Let's make this a complete sentence. Mila.
Mila drove to the store.
Mila drove. Drove to the store. So now what's your subject?
Mila.
Mila. That's your S. So now we have a complete sentence because you added a subject. At first it was an incomplete sentence because it only had a predicate, which made it a sentence fragment. Okay? Like a broken sentence.
Okay.
Understand?
Yeah.
Let's try this again. The girls on the porch This is a sentence fragment. What is missing from this sentence?
A predicate.
Okay, so if a predicate is missing from the sentence, what is the subject of this sentence fragment?
Maybe the doves went on the porch.
One word. We just need a subject. We need a noun. And remember what a subject is, not just any noun. Okay?
Okay.
What is the subject of this sentence?
Doves.
Girls. So now we have identified the subject. So you said the predicate was missing. How can we make this sentence fragment a complete sentence?
Maybe we can use the word went.
Let's add on. I mean, you could. You could. All right. You could. You could do that. You could. Tell me what you would do.
Use this.
Let's add on to this sentence. Okay?
Okay.
Let's do that instead of taking out. The girls on the porch. Give me a verb. What do we get? Are you giving me a verb or a noun?
A verb.
Give me a verb. What is something that girls can do on the porch?
Talk.
The girls on the porch talked. Give me more.
About what they did today.
About their day. Period. And you see our complete sentence, of course, has a capitalization and an ending punctuation. Okay? And so now our sentence fragment is now a complete sentence. Okay? So now what I want you to do is I want you to watch this video. Let me turn this around. About sentence fragments. We're going to learn more. Okay?
Okay.
All right. You might want to take notes depending on what you don't know. Okay?
Okay.
If you need something, once you want to bring over your chair so you can have something hard to write on.
And water.
Or we can go back. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Or we can close up. Hold on. Unless you want, do you want to write? I mean, yeah. Let's do this. Okay. All right. Look, tell me if you can see it sitting in that chair. Can you see it well?
Yeah.
All right. Take notes on what you learned new. Okay.
Okay.
We're going to learn about sentence fragments. The beach is so wonderful, isn't it? Don't you just love the beach? I'm standing here with my shopping cart, and there's one word that comes to mind. When I'm standing here looking at the sun setting, this is complete. What else could you want? You're standing on a beach. Don't make fun of the shopping cart. I might find something on the beach, okay? You don't bring a shopping cart to the beach. That's weird, okay? I've got a shopping cart. I feel complete. This is complete to me. This makes me feel happy. You know, sentences can be like that too. You see, sentences like to be complete. They love to be complete. A sentence always has a subject and a verb. A sentence wants to be complete because without a subject and a verb, it's not a sentence anymore. In fact, it's something else. It's a sentence fragment. But let me not get too far ahead of myself. Always remember, a sentence has to have a subject and a verb. Kind of like every cool birthday party has to have a baby and Chomsky. I mean, the baby, Chomsky. I haven't forgotten about the hat. Yeah. So, you can come to my party, but it's still raw. Still hurt. Alright, let's get back again. So a sentence always has a subject and a verb. That means a sentence is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. It needs to have both. Otherwise, it's not a sentence. A sentence is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. Like this. The dog plays catch. Does it have a subject and a verb? Yeah. The subject is the word dog. And the verb is which word? Which word is the verb? Yeah, plays. This is a sentence. It has a subject and a verb, which means it's expressing a complete thought. This is complete. There's a subject, there's a verb, we know what's going on, and there's no way this dog is catching this ball. Or maybe this dog will catch the ball. Who knows? Let us know in the comments which one you think will happen. You think he's going to catch it, or do you think it's going to fall to the ground? Who knows? But this is a sentence. This is complete. It has a subject and a verb. It's a sentence. Or look at this one. is there a subject and is there a verb as well? Well, yeah, the subject is pig, the pig. But is there a verb? Which word is the verb? Yeah, swims. So this has a subject and a verb. This is a sentence. I mean, it's got a subject and it's got a verb and it's expressing a complete thought. It's not missing anything. It's complete. It's got the subject. It's got the verb. It is a sentence. So, what happens if a group of words is missing a subject or a verb? Well, then it's kind of like me on the beach without my shopping cart, you know? It's missing something. A sentence fragment is a group of words that is missing a subject or a verb. That's what it's called, is a sentence fragment, when it's missing something. When it's just part of a sentence, it's missing something. It's not a complete sentence, it's a sentence fragment. Kind of like being on the beach without my cart. A sentence fragment is incomplete. It's missing something. We're going to show you some sentence fragments so you can see that they're incomplete. They're missing something. They're missing either a subject or a verb. Alright, I'm ready to look at them. Sentence fragments are groups of words that are missing something. Like this, the book under the table. What? The book under the table? Where's the verb? There's no verb. It has a subject, the book, but there's no verb. It doesn't tell us what's going on with the book. What about the book under the table? There's so many unanswered questions. This is not a complete thought. The book under the table is a sentence fragment. Or how about this one? Ran to school. Ran to school? It doesn't have a subject. Who ran to school? We have so many questions about this. This is not a complete thought. It doesn't tell us who it's talking about. Every sentence has to have a subject and a verb. This has the verb ran, but it doesn't have a subject. Ran to school is not a complete sentence. It's a sentence fragment. Look at this one. The old car on the road. Wait a second, this doesn't have a verb. The old car on the road, it's missing something, isn't it? It's a sentence fragment. It's not telling us what the old car on the road is doing. It's just saying the old car on the road. Well, what about it? What about it? What is the old car on the road doing? This is a sentence fragment. It's a group of words that's missing something. And our final sentence fragment is, Mr. Whiskers on Thursday. Wait a second. What? Mr. Whiskers, what did you do on Thursday? It's a sentence fragment. I don't know. What'd you do? Mr. Whiskers, you don't speak English, do you? I have no idea what you did on Thursday. I hate sentence fragments because they don't give you all the information. There's no verb. I don't know what Mr. Whiskers did on Thursday. That's not a complete sentence. You gotta have a subject and a verb. Mr. Whiskers, please. I hope you're safe. You know, I go to the beach with my shopping cart on Thursdays and everything. To review, a sentence fragment is a group of words that is missing a subject or a verb. Now, a sentence always has a subject and a verb. A sentence fragment, though, is missing either a subject or a verb. A sentence fragment is missing something. Wow, we are super proud of you. Now you know what a sentence fragment is. You know that a sentence fragment is a group of words that is missing a subject or a verb. And you know that a sentence has both a subject and a verb. A sentence shares a complete thought, but a sentence fragment is missing something. Pretty cool, huh? So the next time somebody says something to you that isn't a complete thought, you can say, hey, that was a sentence fragment because that was missing something.
let's do some practices. And so I actually want you to do this where the camera can see you, so you have to get up again. Okay. So right here should be just right. Okay. And so what you're gonna do is you're gonna this one only has a couple boxes. This one has more. You can work your way up. But you're gonna categorize these boxes. They're either gonna go in the sentence category, which is, what is a sentence?
It's like a bunch of words that complete a thought or an idea.
Good job. Bunch of words that complete a thought or an idea. So it's a complete thought or idea. And what's a fragment?
Incomplete sentence.
An incomplete sentence. What is an incomplete sentence?
It's like missing a subject or a predicate.
Good job. It's missing a subject or a predicate. I'm actually going to have you... never mind. Go ahead and start with this one, okay? And let's see how you do.
Okay.
So you're going to click on it, and you're going to drag it to whether it's a sentence or a fragment.
Got all of them right.
All right, awesome. So you got 8. All right, cool.
It was in 1 minute.
In 1 minute? Oh, nice. Okay. So... I don't know which one to do. You want to do a game show or a hangman?
I do think so.
All right.
Okay. 1857 store.
All right. $857. Let's see the answers. Okay. Looks like you did great. Good job. Okay. So, for homework, homeschool, homework, you are going to do, we're not done. Never mind. I forgot. Let's go over here. Woo! Let's get that on over. All right. So, let's continue our lesson. And now we're going to talk about run-on sentences. Now this is another kind of, like today we're really talking about how sentences can be all messed up, okay? So we also, other than sentence fragments, we also have something called run-on sentences. So run-on sentences, you're going to write that down. Run-on, so that's R-U-N dash, right here, we're going to, O-N, run on, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right, run-on sentences. So run-on sentences are sentences that are too long, okay?
Is that a good thing that they're too long?
No, because usually when sentences are too long, they're hard to follow, and so they need to be split up into two separate sentences, okay? If the two sentences are about this, but only if the two sentences are about the same idea. They can be, if the two sentences are about the same idea, they can be joined together with a comment or a conjunction like, and, or but. Okay? So let's do that again. So we have a run-on sentences, and run-on sentences are too long because they're hard to follow. Okay? And they have to be split into two sentences. But if the two sentences are about the same idea, they can be joined together with a comment, comma, or conjunction. Alright? So let's talk about this one. You can come over here if you like. Where's my pen out? So run-on, what are run-on sentences?
They're too long.
Okay, they're too long. Okay?
Okay.
So, and they have to be, if they're two sentences, what do they have to be?
They have to be split up.
Yes, have to be split into what?
Into
Two
sentences.
Two sentences. Good job. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
And so, not really but if the two sentences are about the same idea, what can you do?
Add a comma.
Right. They can be joined, put together, or joined with a comma, which is, this is a comma. Whoop. All right, let's more of a J. Let's have an example of a comma. So, a comma. Let's do a comma and a comma plus conjunction. Okay? So, for example, Jen, oops, Jen, pay attention, goes swimming. John does not, want to. Okay? Jen goes swimming, John does not want to. Okay? That's like those are sentences that were like running into each other. It's like if you're like a train or something and all of a sudden it gets smushed together. Or maybe even two cars that are like smushed. Like, whoa, let's separate those. So where can we separate this sentence? Jen goes swimming, John does not want to.
You can separate it here.
Right here. We're going to show the camera, come over here, of where we're going to separate this sentence. Come over here.
It's going to separate.
Put a line.
Okay. We're going to separate it here.
Okay, that's where we're separating it. Excuse me. I don't want to hit your head. Right there. Okay, great job. So, we can separate that sentence by doing what?
Adding a sentence.
Adding a what and a what. These gotta go together.
Maybe Jen goes swimming, but John doesn't.
Okay, good. Jen goes swimming, comma. Must have the comma, conjunction. But John doesn't want to. Okay? So I want you to, in your notes, I know you put run-on sentences or when they're too long. Did you put that they have to be split into two sentences? So they can either be split into two sentences like this. Like, Jen goes swimming, period. John doesn't want to. Even though he would want to put John doesn't want to go swimming to make it more of a complete sentence. Okay? You can put a period, but sometimes in these sentences, because it's about the same idea, you can use a comma but, or comma conjunction. Okay? So go ahead and write that in your notes. Not word for word, but put it in your own words. So run-on sentences are too long. Okay? And so these are the two things you have to do with run-on sentences. They either get split into two sentences, and that means that they will both end with a what?
They'll end with a period.
Right. So if you just say this was different. Jen goes swimming. Jen goes swimming. John goes dancing. Do these have are these about the same thing?
No.
Same subject? No. So in that case, you would add two periods. Jen goes swimming, period. John goes dancing, period. Okay? And so that's when you split it up into two sentences. But if they are about the same idea, you can do what?
Add a comma in its conjunction.
A comma and a conjunction. And so give me the conjunctions you can do.
You can do because
Yeah, give me some conjunctions. You remember doing conjunctions, right?
yeah.
All right, you said because. Give me some more conjunctions.
Because, but,
Like.
it,
It.
yeah.
What's it? Think about where we've seen it at. Because it can be ball, guitar, laptop. What is it?
A pronoun?
Good job. It is a pronoun. Yeah, good job. They're coming to your memory. Nice, nice. Exactly. It is a pronoun. It is not a conjunction. Good job.
Mm-hmm.
So give me some more conjunctions.
But,
I'll give you some more. There's and. These are the major ones. And, or. Okay? I want you to write down those conjunctions when you're making this, when you're writing your definition, okay?
okay.
Write down all the conjunctions that you had and the ones that we added on, okay? So go ahead and write, more about the run-on sentences in your notes so that you have all the notes you need. Alright, so now I want you to come over here and you can watch this video all about all about run-on sentences. Okay? Make sure the password's not out there. All in business. Alright, let's see.
I said they can't see it.
You do your thing, and you do it well. Now, it's time to do it bigger. Ready to bring...
Today we are going to learn about run-on sentences. Run-on sentences are very interesting, and there's something special we have to do to fix them. But first, what is a sentence? Do you know what a sentence is? Well, a sentence is a group of words that has a subject and a verb. So if you see a group of words that has a subject and a verb, you could say, hey, that is a sentence. Like, look at this. The dog plays catch. This is a group of words, isn't it? Now, this group of words, does it have a subject and a verb? Yeah, it does. The dog is the subject. And what word is the verb? Plays. Yeah. This is a sentence, isn't it? It's got a subject, it's got a verb, it's a group of words, it's great, it's a sentence. How wonderful! I shouldn't get emotional. That's not a big deal. Now here's another important thing to remember when we're learning about sentences. A sentence always expresses a complete thought. What that basically means is it's telling us what's going on and who's involved. It's a complete thought. Let's look back at the dog sentence again. The dog plays catch. This is expressing a complete thought. We know who's involved, the dog, and we know what the dog is doing. The dog is playing catch, isn't he? The dog plays catch. It's giving us a complete thought, so we know what's going on. Oh, but what if there was a sneaky type of sentence that wasn't even a sentence at all? It was a sneaky kind of sentence that tried to put multiple complete thoughts into one sentence with multiple subjects and multiple verbs. What if there was a sentence that tried to take more than it really deserved, that was sneaky, that was bigger, that was taking on what was supposed to be in two sentences into one? What if there is a sneaky thing called run-on sentences? Are they really sneaky? Yeah, they are. A run-on sentence is a group of words that has two sentences inside. There's more in a run-on sentence than there should be. Two sentences inside of one. It's like a run-on sentence is greedy. It's sneaky. It's greedy. Oh my goodness, these run-on sentences. The truth is, run-on sentences have to be split up. It's not fair for there to be a sentence that has multiple sentences inside of just one. You have to break them up, and we're going to show you how to do that. Run-on sentences. Ha! We're on to your game. You think you're getting away with this? We're about to teach all the kids how to spot you, how to find you, and how to fix you. So look out, run-on! Look out, run-on! Run-on sentences. A group of words with two sentences instead of one. Look at this one. Charlie knocked on the door. Billy opened it. Wait a second. This is sharing two thoughts. And there's multiple subjects, multiple verbs. You know what? Somebody broke the rules here. We've got to split this run-on sentence up. You have two sentences inside. We got to break this run-on sentence up. Well, where would we do that? Where should the sentence have ended? Yeah, after the word door. The sentence should have ended after the word door. We need to split up this run-on sentence right at this spot. We fixed it! So here are our 2 new sentences. Charlie knocked on the door, Billy opened it. Notice each sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. Look at this run-on. Rover ate the food, he likes chicken. Wait a second, that's giving 2 complete thoughts. There are 2 sentences in this thing. Alright, we gotta fix this. Where do we need to split up this run-on sentence? Do you know where? Go ahead and say it. Yeah, right after the word food. We need to split up this run-on sentence right at this spot. We fixed it! So here are our 2 new sentences. Rover ate the food, he likes chicken. Notice each sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. Here's our final run-on. I need your help. This homework is hard. Wait, this is expressing 2 complete thoughts. Definitely is a run-on sentence, isn't it? Where do we need to split up this run-on sentence? Go ahead and say it. Where do you think we need to split up this run-on sentence to make it right? Yeah, right after the word help. I need your help. That's a complete thought. And this homework is hard. That's a complete thought, too. That's where we need to split up this run-on sentence. We fixed it! So here are 2 new sentences. I need your help. This homework is hard. Notice each sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a period. Remember, a run-on sentence is a group of words that has 2 sentences inside. How sneaky is that? And run-on sentences have to be split up. They can't stay the way they are. They can't just be allowed to have multiple sentences inside. They need to be split up. And just remember that each sentence needs to start with a capital letter and end with a period. So when you split it up, make sure you capitalize the first letter of the sentence and then you add a period. Well, that does it for us. If you see a run-on sentence, you know what to do. We gotta split it up. We gotta split it up because it's not fair for run-on sentences to be so big and to have so much inside of it. We want to split it up so that we can have 2 complete sentences instead of a run-on. So next time you see a run-on, say, hey, I know how to fix it, which is really cool.
All right, great job.
If it's worth showing off, it's...
All right, so for homework, you are going to go ahead and do this game, run-on sentence games, okay, online. And then the next time we do this, we will complete this in our language arts, all about sentence fragments. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Does a run-on sentence have 3 sentences?
Yeah, it can have as many sentences. You might have to break it up into more than one. That's like turning into like a paragraph. Okay? All right, but you did a great job today. Actually, before we do this, I want you to go ahead and do this game first. Okay? And then we can do the other one. So go ahead and do that one.
Okay.
You're moving it out of the camera. I moved it. You gotta stop moving it. There you go. Where it's at.
it's not gonna be. It may not be. If that's what you're looking for.
Okay.
Just go ahead and do it correctly. You shouldn't be focusing on that. I mean, that does help, but. Now make sure you're checking your run-on sentences if they have a comma and a conjunction. Remember, there are lots of different conjunctions. Okay, if there's a conjunction in there, it may help you out, even though like there are some conjunctions in there that aren't it. But read the sentences again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we're gonna save this for homework tonight, okay?
Okay.
And yeah, so I'm gonna turn off the video and you can continue working on it, okay?
Okay.
All right.